Hey guys, crew Bon, way back. I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
Firefly.
Last
episode.
Last episode on Firefly was, what the hell is Shepard? Why are people being like, it's you? I need to know.
I don't think they ever said it's you.
I know. They were just like immediately like, get this man fixed.
Check my ID
Stat.
card.
Like that.
Let me see. Oh shit!
Spoilers!
That's what happened. We also flash back to the Tam estate where Simon and River were
Happy.
We're happy
With their father,
for a
which
small amount of
remind
time
me
when
of
he
Raymond.
got his PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he got a dedicated
a thingy, a Goram thingy.
thingy.
Yes, he got a dedicated thingy. We had it was the Tradesman Town episode.
Source box.
Where they were stealing professions to bring to their town, and then they were gonna kill the witch.
Yeah.
And they did. They didn't do that.
They were gonna kill the doctor too.
Yeah.
Because he was like, light it.
He was like
He
that.
did like that.
You will not hear me scream. And that's all I got. And there's no sound space, and there's a medical elect, which I don't know what that is.
The medical elect is like the
Like the Surgeon General.
Surgeon General. Yeah.
Does he want them to smoke or not?
Do they?
I don't know. And that's. I have a.
Have you
clear
seen
opinion
anybody
for
smoke
this.
yet?
No. The ship. One time when there was contrails behind it. The
Smoke,
Reaver ship.
That's an ion trail.
That smoked.
And that was an unshielded reactor. So
Well, we need to figure out what happens on this one, Calvin.
yeah.
And we need to watch it. And the way to do that is to start. Man, this is the worst place.
Pardon me for intruding, but I believe y'all carrying something of mine. And I think maybe you gonna give me a little one-on-one time with the missus.
What?
Well, I think you might want to reconsider.
Oh my
that
God,
last
that's
part.
Jane.
See, I married me powerful, ugly creature.
And that's Mal, right?
How can you say that? How can you shame me in front of new people?
If I could make you prettier, I would.
You are not the man I met a year ago.
So they were hired as like mercenaries. Take them! Jeez! Dude, that was so weird to see on a cowboy and a horse, you know?
Yeah. Chapter book.
Mm-hmm. He still got his log.
They don't treasure it.
Oh shit!
Who the hell are you?
What do you mean?
Well, I think I was pretty clear. What are you doing on my boat?
Did Elder Gama not tell you?
Tell me what? Who are you?
Mr. Reynolds, sir. I'm your wife.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I don't please you.
You can't please me. You never met me. So why do I have a wife?
You got a wife? All I got is that dumbass stick sounds like it's raining. How come you got a wife?
I didn't. We're not married.
Who's the new recruit?
Everybody, I want you all to meet Mrs. Reynolds.
You got married?
Captain.
Would you stop that?
I'm sorry.
You brute.
Poor girl.
Don't feel bad.
Christina Hendricks.
He makes everybody
Is it?
cry.
Yeah.
He's like a monster.
I'm not
Oh
a
my God,
monster.
it is!
Watch, turn the ship around. You have very nice qualities, but I didn't ever marry you.
I believe you did.
Oh,
Last night.
when she put the thing on him.
The marriage ceremony of the Triumph Settlers. You, sir, are newlywed.
Book.
What's the scene there about divorce?
thought last night during the ceremony that you were pleased.
Well, yeah, last night I was. Had some mulled wine. Pretty girl gave me a hat made out of a tree. Nobody said I was signing up to having a hole. Hold it. Hold.
Yep.
I
I recognize her
My
now.
name is Safran.
His toe.
Shane was walking by, saw her, went, woo, hit his toe.
He was looking the other way.
I can send him away, see what I can do. That's funny. If you take sexual advantage of her, you're going to burn in a very special level of hell. A level they reserve for child molesters and people who talk at the theater. The special hell.
We'll be in Beaumont at least 2 weeks, right?
Can't exactly be sure.
Well, I need you to be exactly sure, Mel. I can't make commitments and then not keep them. That's your specialty.
I'm sorry, are you touchy because I got myself a bride or because I don't plan to keep her?
I find the whole thing degrading.
That's just what Safran said about your line of work. Hell, 10 years' time, I could...
Can you leave me alone for 5 minutes, please?
Someone's a little touchy about it.
6 men came to kill me one time. And the best of them carried this. This is my very favorite gun.
You offering me a trade?
A trade? Hell, it's theft. This is the best damn gun made by man. It has extreme sentimental value.
Oh my God.
More than what you got. Call it Vera.
Well, my days are not taking you seriously. They're certainly coming to a middle. Go play with your rain stick. Hey,
Yep.
well, you're, well, there you are.
Made the bed warm for you. I'm sorry, when we talked, I'd hoped, but I don't
Oh, hey,
please you.
Flesh. Safran, it ain't a question of pleasing me. It's more a question of what's morally right.
I lived my life in the maiden house, waiting to be married off for trade. I cried, for I'd not dreamed to have a man so sweet, so kind and beautiful. Had I the dare to choose, I'd choose you from all the men on all the planets the night sky could show me.
You know, I
I'm wed.
think it's okay.
I'm a woman. And I'll make my way with the strength that you've taught me. Only let me have my wedding night.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the special hell.
I don't see any problems. It's given. It's well enough. Oh. She's not evil, is she? What? Damn it! I went through some hoops to get there. Damn it! I knew this shit was too good to be true. Fuck!
Are you lost?
I'm sorry, I thought the other show
I hate her,
was
but I like
yours.
watching her run.
I was on the Cortex and my screen shorted. This one's out too.
I don't mean to be rude. A companion's life is so glamorous and strange. I wish I had the skill for such a trade.
But Mel said you don't approve of my work.
Sure, and he said that to keep you from me. I was too curious about you.
Damn it.
Ever
She
since
keeps
I saw
getting
you.
me.
I guess we've lied enough.
You're good.
You're amazing. Who are you?
Malcolm Reynolds' widow.
They both recognize her. That's cool. Tabanara. Of course she would recognize that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mel! What's you?
Ooh, she was very worried, Calvin. Wait, she's kissing!
Get the doctor. Mel's hurt.
And yep. He's gonna know that she kissed him now.
You stink.
Put your head. Oh, okay.
So you two were kissing.
Well, isn't that special?
Wash, how did... Hey, I just got kicked in the head.
My man would never fall for that Chanhua.
It's like a circle. It's a net. Zoe, get our suits prepped now. I figure we got one shot at this. Give me a visual as soon as we're close.
It won't be long.
What do I do?
You go get Vera.
She needs oxygen around her to fire, and we don't have a case.
Gonna use a suit.
Oh, so cool.
Love it.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's right.
Lonnie, I'm home. Looks like you get that wedding night after all.
You're quite a man, Malcolm Reynolds. I've been waiting a long time for someone good enough to take me down.
Safran.
I think it's okay. I think.
You even think about playing me again, I will riddle you with holes. I got one question for you. Just one thing I'd like to know straight up.
Ask me.
Will you marry me?
What's your real name?
Oh, okay. Oh! Damn.
So here's where I'm fuzzy. You got by that girl, came and found me, and somehow you happened to just trip and fall.
What do you mean?
Come on, Honora. How's about we don't play? I knew you let her kiss you.
Damn it, Mal. You idiot! It's the best episode yet.
It's definitely one of the fans'
Yeah.
favorites for obvious reasons.
Damn, that was a good ass episode, man. It got me.
Yep.
Because it gives it enough time to make you think, like, I think you might be okay. I think it's like, yeah, you're, whatever book said, but like,
Whatever book said.
but
whatever.
but it's like, I don't know, man. It seems like, but it gets you. She seduces you as she does the character, which, you have to place yourself in the character's shoes to be able to empathize with him. So you could definitely, like, she did a good job on him. He resisted as much as he could.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he could be commended for how well he did resist a professional.
Yeah.
But that was such a funny episode. So, like, what? All those people and stuff were they all fake too, or she just like insert herself into that?
She just inserts herself.
Okay.
Like, there wasn't any talk of, like, her being a reward instead of money or goods, whatever.
So
she just snuck on board ship and made up that story because they were also drunk.
So, like, what?
Do
these guys, like, pay her to do that? Is that pretty much what
she
it is?
gets a
and
cut.
then she gets, a shuttle, I guess, as well. All right. The carry-on house is what they were called. Okay. Gotcha.
Like a chop shop.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. So we don't really hear her name. It's just they call her Safran. Safran. Okay. Damn, it's just a good episode. Not just because it was extremely funny, and it was very surprising. But at this point, we're only 6 episodes in, and every character is so fully defined. The only thing we didn't get was River.
Yeah.
River didn't have anything here, but everybody at least, even the Doc, had like a little bit of a jab in there, and that's why it works so well because the characters are so they have such great chemistry with each other. Like there's no like one pairing that I'm like that's not good,
it doesn't fit or whatever. Yeah.
I was kind of thinking that because Zoe had such a kind of like a hard time with the properness or the quaintness that this girl had, that she would be the one to like, wait, you tried to do that with my guy, and would beat the shit out of her. But it's cool that it was an R too, and you can compare like this is what like an evil companion could be, So I did like that. That was cool. Vera the gun, funny. Everything was just so funny. I
love how it sets up like, you know, you got something you don't deserve.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Huh. Juggling geese.
Goslings.
There, you know, honestly, like, there's not a whole lot in here. Even the show, I find, like, the last couple of the episodes that we've seen, it's not necessarily about like speculation and trying to analyze and you know, see what the overall story is. It's all so well defined in an episode that you feel like, oh man, what another great adventure, you know?
Yeah.
And
It's
you're
like
kinda
it's
done.
one film.
It's
in
like a
saga
procedural
of
almost.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like. I mean, we did hear Mal talking about his mom. We never heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
He's from a place called Shadow, which I'm assuming is just another one of these worlds, these fringe worlds, probably. Of course, I don't know if he's from the fringe or if he made his way out to the fringe. I don't know. But we did hear that. We still got a little tiny bit of hints that Book is not forthcoming with all of the information he knows about. How does he know so much about how crime works? Maybe he was an Alliance officer or something. Is that what I kind of said last time, that he was military?
You said he might have been like ex-military or something
maybe
like
it's
that.
possible that he worked for the Alliance or was some kind of officer or anti-crime. That's why he knows so much about it. Or the flip side, he could have been a criminal that's reformed.
Yeah.
But either way, they could be
Like that guy we met in L.A.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best thing about the show is the reactions characters have to these situations, and it's not just because Mao can give like a silly look and it's funny. It's that they give him the time to do it. There's like 3 times this episode where, you know, I mean, this is a network show where you have 22 minutes and you don't have a whole lot of time to just hold on a character's face for that long.
Mm-hmm.
But they both trust the actor to do it and give him the time to do it. I love it. It's so good. Like, those moments of silence, like, are the funniest parts of the episode.
Yeah. Just from his reaction. They're so gifable, too.
Yeah. I thought that Jane was really into that stick, but then he called, I just got a dumbass stick.
Well, it's like when
I
you
guess
get
just in comparison.
Yeah. When you get a normal like share size candy bar, and then someone gets a full size candy bar in their Halloween basket. It's like, dang it, I just got this shitty
This
thing.
is bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So they were doing like mercenary kind of work in the beginning? Like,
yeah.
They were just like, I suppose it's kind of like a Magnificent Seven kind of thing going on with that, right?
Like there had been a group of bandits that had been hounding the settlement for a long time, you know. Any supplies or anything that come through.
So they'll do like smuggling work, they'll do legitimate work, and then they'll do like hired gun kind of work.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's all the different kinds of jobs we've seen them take. Okay. I guess that's all I have. Yeah, they had this little story in here about a myth of the Earth that was, which makes it sound like a kind of like a prehistoric Earth, you know, the first billion years versus the 4 billion years that we're on now, you know, where there's no atmosphere and no animal life and stuff. It was just kind of rock, and then all that stuff just, you know, she said like it kind of like blew forth the sky or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe
she
that's
was
what they're talking about.
The what was it she called it?
Yeah, the Earth that was.
The Sky Mother or something like that.
Something like
also.
that, yeah.
So they have some kind of mixed myths and stuff like that in there.
Yeah. Like, I guess one of my questions was, like, I understand that, you know, it seems like English and Chinese were these, you know, or America, I'm not sure, but there's 2 superpowers left on Earth, and that's why everybody kind of goes with one Western English language or Chinese.
Yeah.
And then you have the kind of cultures that are kind of forming. Like, this place had a specific culture with its own rituals and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess my question is, and maybe it's never answered or I just don't know about it yet, but there is such a thing as the core worlds. Is Earth still around, or is this like a future where the Earth doesn't exist anymore? They seem to not balk at the name Earth. It's not like a legend or anything, so they know that it's there. I wonder if like Earth is included in these worlds.
Pretty much every time we've heard them talk about Earth, they've always said Earth that was.
True. Yeah.
So maybe the core worlds are near to Earth.
Yeah.
But
so like you know, this thing, you know, I'm assuming they're all in the same galaxy. I mean, they'd have to be outside the solar system.
Yeah.
So if they're in the same galaxy, I don't know if they're past that or whatever. So when I think they say core world, I think they're probably referring to like galaxy.
They're still in the Milky Way, basically.
Sure.
Because we've heard them talk about.
Even saying that, like, oh, they're just in the Milky Way. Well, I mean, it's billions and stars. They might be in like 1/900th of the Milky Way, and it's still a huge amount of area. So,
But they do talk about like the outer rim planets and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
yeah, the fringe, that kind of stuff. Hey, there's a storming. It's been storming every day.
It's been storming every single day for a week and a half.
What were we watching the other day? I can't remember what it was. We watched something like somebody said something like ominous, and it. And we're like, ooh. I don't know.
No,
if
it was during this.
It happened in this, but we watched something the other day where it happened too.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny. Okay, that's all I got. It was a great episode. I'm gonna come out and say my favorite episode so far, just for how it fucking played me.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I waited this 20 seconds. I would have been like, see, I didn't fall for it.
Yeah, but it was
right
that.
when I said it.
It was all of that working up to that, where you're like, okay, that's one chance.
Yeah.
Did the right thing, you know. And okay, there's another chance where, yeah, you did the right thing, but, you know, at a certain point, you were like, I think it's okay. It's like she's given him permission so many times. Like she seems to be aware of what she's getting herself into.
Sure. I mean, it's not the best situation, but she's really nice. And,
yeah.
You know, with it being Christina Hendricks, like, I didn't catch that in the first couple scenes. But I bet you if we waited a little bit longer until some of the scenes when she was a little more free, I might have been like, oh!
Yeah!
But my favorite part of the episode by far was whenever Shane walked by, saw the laptop that's faced the other direction.
He was walking by like this.
And he saw it.
It's like me when I was trying to lift up Aaron's shirt and hit my foot on the table.
Oh, God damn. It
was so funny.
I'm almost happy that it's we the privileged too that got to see it.
Yeah.
But it would have been great if it was on camera.
I would have loved
that was my favorite part of the episode.
Yep.
And I loved it.
It was a great episode. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like top 3.
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got. Nothing else. We done.
Thanks for watching this episode of Firefly. If you want to watch the next episode and all the following episodes, go ahead and subscribe. Or if you want to watch next episode right now and watch full length, check out Patreon down there. Also, links down in the description.
Trying to tempt me like that temptress, or is that a real thing?
It's a real thing. You won't get fooled.